suggested a derived matrix. In a derived matrix, he suggested how we find concurrently the lower triangular matrix, upper triangular matrix and the value of a y. Once we find the lower triangular matrix, upper triangular matrix and value of a y, then using the back substitution with upper triangular matrix, we able to find out what? We able to find out the value of a value of a unknowns for a given system of a linear equation. So what Kraut suggested? So first we try to explain in general what is the derived matrix and how we find directly with the help of a augmented matrix how we find the derived matrix, and from the derived matrix how we retrieve the lower triangular matrix and upper triangular matrix and the values of a y. So what Kraut suggested? Kraut suggested write down the matrix derived matrix. So derived matrix. So to write down the derived matrix in a Kraut's method. So first we write a what? First we write a general form, means a matrix form of a system of a linear equation. Ax equal what? Ax equal b. Ax equal b. Then we write what? Then we write a augmented matrix. And what is the augmented matrix? This one is a here this one is a A11. For sake of simplicity, only we consider 3 cross 3 matrix. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22. Sorry, not A22. This one is a A22, A23, A31, A32, A33, A33, A33. So, and this one is a what? This one is a x, means a x1, x2, and here this one is a x3. This one equal what? This one equal b1, b2 and b3. This one is a general form of a system of a linear equation with 3 unknown and 3 equation. So Ax equal b. So what is the augmented matrix? Here first we write the augmented matrix. Augmented matrix. Augmented matrix is nothing as partition matrix with the element of A and B. So first we write the augmented matrix, and this augmented matrix is what? First we write A, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. And here we write what? B1, B2 and B3. So Kraut suggested means a derived matrix whose element is a what? Whose element is a, this one is augmented matrix, and Kraut suggested the derived matrix. And what is the element of a derived matrix? Element of a derived matrix is a what? This one is a L11, and L21, L31, and here second element is a what? U12 and U13, and this one is a Y. And the element of a next row is a L21, L22, and this one is a what? U23, and this one is a what? Y. And last one is a L32, L33, and this one is a what? Y3. This one is a derived matrix. And this one is a notation of this one is a what? D. This one is a derived matrix, and notation of this one is a D, and element is a L11, U12, U13, Y1, L21, L22, U23, Y2, L31, L32, L33 and Y3. So he suggested one very interesting and easy approach to find out what if we extract the values of L11, L22, L33 means this part, then we find what lower triangular matrix, and we write the diagonal element 1 with these three elements, then this one is a what upper triangular matrix, and Y1, Y2, Y3 we directly able to find out what if we write what LU x equal to what V, then Ux equal what Y. Here directly we find the value of a U and Y. If we write Ux equal Y, then Ly equal what? Ly equal V. So directly we find the value of a U and Y. Then there is no need separately for calculation of L and Y. Directly we find the value of a U and Y with the help of a derived matrix. So there is a very interesting procedure how we find the values of this one. So he suggested a procedure first we find the values of a what? First we find the values of a first column. Directly, what is the value of a first column? L11 is a A11, L21 is a A21, L31 is a A31. So first we find this one means L11, L21 and L31. So L31. First we find the element of a first column. Then we find the element of a first row. Then we find the element of a remaining element of a second column. Then we find the remaining element of a second row. Then we find the remaining element of a third column. Then lastly we find the remaining element of a third row. So he suggested as in a general calculation also we see that also we have discussed what is the value of L11, L21 and L31. Directly we write L11 is a A11 of augmented matrix. L21 is a what? A21. A31 is a what? L31 is a what? A31. So he suggested the L11 you may directly write from the augmented matrix. Augmented matrix is a what? Matrix A and B. So L11 is a directly we write A11, L21 is a what? A21, L31 is a what? L31 is a A31. So we find directly the element of a first column. So once we find the element of a first column, then we find the element of a remaining element of a first row. So what is the value of a U12? He suggested we write U12. U12 is a what? Write a corresponding element of a augmented matrix. So what is the corresponding element of a augmented matrix? A12. Then divided by what? Divided by this one. Then we find the value of a what? U12. U12 is a what? A12 divided by L11. A12 is a what? The element corresponding position, element of a corresponding position in a augmented matrix. In augmented matrix. So similarly, we find the what? U13. U13 is again U13. What is the corresponding value in augmented matrix? A13 divided by this element L11, which we have already calculated. And similarly, what is the value of Y1 here? Means next element Y1 of our derived matrix. Y1, how we find the value of a Y1? Y1, now corresponding value in a augmented matrix. What is the corresponding value in augmented matrix? Y1 equal B1 divided by what? L11. B1 divided by what? L11. So in this way, we find the element of a first column, then element of a first row. Now, we find the element of a second column. What is the element of a what is the values of a element of a second column? So how we find the value of L22? So L22 can be find if we write here how we find the value of L22. L22 is a what? We write the corresponding value for this one. Corresponding value in a augmented matrix. So corresponding value here, what is the in augmented matrix? A22. Then minus inner product. What is the inner product of this one? Inner product is L21 into U12. L21 into U12 means that A22 from the augmented matrix, and from the derived matrix we find the inner product minus of L21 and U12. Then we find the value for what? L22. L22. Now, how we find the value for L32? L32. How we find the value for L32? L32 equal what? Corresponding value in a augmented matrix. What is the value in augmented matrix? A32 minus inner product. So here, what is the inner product? Corresponding element in a row and corresponding element in a column. What is the inner product? Corresponding element in a row and corresponding element in a column. So to find out the value of L22, A22 minus product of these two. To find out the value of L32 element and product of inner product of this one. So A32 minus L31 into U12. So this one is the value for what? L32. So we find the element of a second column. Now we try to find out the values of a remaining values of a second row. So what is the procedure? First we find the element of a first column, then remaining element of a first row, then element of a second column, and remaining element of a second row. So what is the next value? Means how we find the value of next value U23. So how we find the value of U23? Here we write the value of U23 here. U23 equal what? Equal corresponding value in a augmented matrix. What is the corresponding value in augmented matrix? This one is the A23. A23 minus inner product means corresponding element in a row L21 and corresponding element in a column. So this one is the element in a row and this one is the element in a column minus L21 and U13 divided by diagonal elements. So what is the diagonal element? L22. Okay. Then we find the what? Then we find the value of a what? U23. Now how we find the value of a Y2? So Y2 can be find corresponding value in our derived matrix is what? V2 minus inner product. So inner product corresponding to this one is the what? L21 into what? U13. L21 U13. So this one become what? L21 V1 minus L21 U13. L21 U13. L21 and not a U13, sorry, not a U13. So what is the inner product? Basically here we try to find out the element of this one, then L21 and Y1. L21 Y1 divided by what? Leading diagonal element. This one is a what? L22. Sorry. So to find out the value of y2, v2 corresponding element in a row L21 and corresponding element in the column, this one is the what? This one is the y1. So b1 minus L21 y1 divided by what? L22. So we find the value of a y2. Now in a similar manner, how we find the value of a third column? And what is the element? L33. So how we find the value of L33? L33 equal what? Corresponding value in augmented matrix. This one is what? A33. A33 minus sum of the inner product, because there is a two terms. So here we multiply by what? L31 U12 and L32 U13. So here inner product of this one means L31 U12 and L32 U13. Oh, sorry. What is the value for this one? Value for this one is the inner product. So to find out the value for this one, we multiply this one and this one. Means L31 U13 L31 U13 plus what? L32 U23. So in this way we find the value of what? L33. Now last value means how we find the value for what? Value for y3. Value for y3. So how we find the value for y3 means value for row. Value for row means y3. Then again corresponding value here v3 minus sum of inner product. So this one multiplied by this column, element of this column. So this one is the L31 y1 plus L32 y2 and whole is divided by what? Whole is divided by the leading diagonal element, and leading diagonal element is the what? L33. So L33. So if we summarize the procedure of a derived matrix suggested by the Krauts. So first of all, for a given system of a linear equation, with the help of a given system of a linear equation, we write a what? We write an augmented matrix, and augmented matrix contain the matrix and the values of a B. Then we derive we find the values of a derived matrix, and derived matrix is this one, L11, L21, L31, U12 means all the element of a lower triangular matrix and upper triangular matrix and the values of a Y. And how we find the values of this one? First we find the values of first column. This can be directly written directly means we calculate L11 is a A11, L21 is a A21, L31 is a A31. Then after finding the value of a first column, we find the values of a remaining value of a first row. So one thing that remember, to find out the value of rows, remaining value of a row, there is a need to divide by the leading elements. There is a need to divide by the leading element. So how we find the value for U12? Corresponding value in a augmented matrix A12 divided by what? Leading diagonal elements. What is the leading diagonal elements? L11. A12 divided by L11. U13 corresponding value is A13 divided by what? L11. And Y1 is the corresponding value is B1 divided by the diagonal elements. So to find out the remaining element of a row, we divide it by the what? Leading diagonal elements. Now then again we find the remaining element of our second column, L22. So to find out the value of L22, to find out the value of L22, we write the values of our corresponding value in augmented matrix. This one is a A22. Then multiply inner product, means the inner product corresponding row and corresponding column. What is the element in a corresponding column? U12. And what is the element? L21. So we multiply minus of L21 into U12. Now similarly, to find out the value of L32 is a what? A32, and inner product of a corresponding rows and column L31 and U12. And once we find here, there is a need to note it down. There is a no need to find out the remaining element of a column. There is a no need to divide it by the leading element of a diagonal elements. But to find out the remaining element of rows, there is a need to divide it by the what? Corresponding leading element of leading diagonal elements. So to find out the value of U23, remaining elements of our second row, means U23, corresponding values in here A23 minus A23, means U23 A23 minus inner product, means a corresponding rows element in a corresponding row is a L21 and corresponding column is a U13. So this one divided by what? Divided by the leading diagonal element. Similarly, we find the Y2 V1 minus inner product of a corresponding row and column, then this one is L22, and similarly we find the L33 and Y3. Once we find the values of our derived matrix, then we able to retrieve what? Then we able to retrieve the upper triangular matrix. Element of upper triangular matrix. These are the upper triangular matrix. Once we find the value of upper triangular matrix and value for y with the help of what? With the help of a derived matrix. Once we find the value of a u and y, then we find the value of a unknown, and this one is a what? Nothing is a set of unknowns. So this one is a procedure how we find with the help of a Kraut's method, with the help of a derived matrix as suggested by the Kraut's, means upper triangular matrix, lower triangular matrix, and values of a y. Once we find the L, U and y, then with the help of back substitution be able to find out the values of unknowns. So this one is a what? This one is a summary of a theoretical concept of a Kraut's methods. So there is also a drawback of a Kraut's method. You cannot apply the Kraut's method if what will happen? If any diagonal element become 0. Because if any diagonal element becomes 0, you cannot find the element corresponding rows, remaining element of a corresponding rows. If L11 is a 0, then you cannot find the derived matrix, U12, U13 and Y1. If L22 is a 0, you cannot find. L33 is a 0, you cannot find. So this one is a drawback.